All right, hello, back again for more, huh? This is a quick lesson on creating hyperlinks to other things, and there are two types of hyperlinks we're going to be creating. One is a hyperlink to, actually three types. One is a hyperlink to another website, one is a hyperlink to an email address, and one is a hyperlink, that's called a mail to, by the way, and the third one is a hyperlink to an actual file. So the process is pretty easy. You can see here that they have a hyperlink here to click to the Jazz site. And if I click there, it opens a new tab and I get to the Jazz site. And it's interesting that the other page is still open, and that's by defining what this does when you click it. So it's not only going to take us there, but I'm going to tell it to open a new tab. So that's important as well. If I go into the Contact Us page, there's a form here, but there's also an email here. And if I click it, you're going to see my Outlook open, and it addresses a email all ready to go for me. So that's an email hyperlink. And then if I go to Resources and I go to Advertising, you guys have probably seen this before. These ad books, for example, I click here, it's a link to a PDF, and it opened another tab. Again, one of the reasons we do that is not to ever navigate the user away from our website. So that was three different types of things. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all three on one page, and we'll just preview one of them. So the first thing to know is what are you going to be clicking or linking to, and what page are you going to do. So right here on the links page, I added in one of the other lessons this additional text on here with this email address. And I want to make this email address a link to something. So what I'm going to do is open a notepad here. These are the things I'm making videos on, so let's move those out of the way. And for now, we're going to make it first click to, let's say, my website, www.ptengineer.com. That'll be our first test. Then we'll click it to a PDF. We'll use one of the, the personal add PDF, a form PDF. So we're going to need to figure out where is that. And then the final one, we're going to actually link it to Eboard at, if I could spell, penridgemusic.org. Those would be the three places, and we'll leave it on the third because that's really what I want there. I just kind of left it off for now. So the first thing's easy. I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to copy it so I have it on my clipboard, and we'll move this out of the way. So we're going to go into our editor, which I have in another screen. You've already logged in as your editor account, and I'm going to find the page under Pages that I want to edit, and I'll click Links. That's my page we're editing today. And here's that bit of text that I want to create a hyperlink out of. Now, I'm actually going to use the word, let's just use word please for the first two examples. The reason is, if I highlight this, the system will recognize this as an email address and automatically try to create a type of email link for us. And I don't want to show you that. I want to show you the three types in case you might be creating a new link to someone's website. So for now, we highlight the word or part of a word. So if I did please email, this is going to turn color and people can click on it. If I clicked on highlight page please, this will turn color. For right now, I'm just going to take the word please, highlight it, and click the link here. Insert edit link. As you might guess, if you have something with a link and you want to remove it, you would highlight that and you would click remove link. So again, I'm going to take the word please, I'm going to insert a link. Now it comes up with this generic, short, tell me what you want the link to it. I'll just tell you right away, don't use this. Click the gear and use this. And there's a reason for it. So the first thing I'm going to do is paste in that URL I want it to link to. So that's the most important part. The link text is please. It tells you whatever you highlighted so that you know. And you always want to click this, open link in a new tab, so that in the event that somebody clicks it, you don't navigate them away from our page. Down here, it shows you pages within our own WordPress site that you can also create links to, and I'm not using that. So this should create a link to this for just the word please, and it should open a new tab. So I'll add that, and you can see it there. I'm not going to update because I don't really want to push this out to the real world, but I'll hit preview changes. just to see what it looks like. And you can see the word please is highlighted in our text color, and that color is provided by the theme automatically. And if I click it, it left the original page there, but also opened my page in a new link. So let me go ahead and close those. And what I'll do is I will remove that link. So it's back to normal now. So we're going to highlight that link again, but we're going to link it to a PDF. Now, this is a little bit harder because you got to know exactly where the PDF is. And there's a couple ways to do this. For right now, we're going to do it one way. I might change it later on. So our PDFs were uploaded in media. So let me just find a PDF here. We'll use the personal ad form. If you click on this personal ad form, this is one I uploaded earlier, you're going to find this URL, file URL. This is a direct URL to the actual exact location of that PDF. So there are two types of links. There's this one, and if I paste this into a browser, I don't think this one actually does what we want it to do, but I want to show you what this one does. If I paste that, it takes me to a page about that file, but not to the file itself. So we don't use that one. Let me jump back here. If I take this one, and you can click in there and do a Control-A, a Command-A on the Mac, and then a Control-C and copy the whole path. When we paste that one into a web browser and hit enter, I actually get the PDF. So that's the one I want. So, and the reason I'm using the other browser is so that this one's not logged in. So what you want to do is you want to highlight the file URL with a Control-A and copy it with a Control-C. And now I have the exact location. If you remember this little slide, our PDF is at this exact location. Okay? And you can find that location after you update it. So what we need to go now is to our pages. And we're going to go to our page that we're editing, which in this case happens to be the links page. And I'm going to highlight please and insert a link. And again, use the gear, paste in my whole path, open in a new tab, and hit add link. It's that easy. I'm going to preview it again. And you see now if I click it, it opens the extra tab and I get the PDF, so it works. Close this down. Once again, I'm going to remove the link because I don't want it to be there. The final link type is an Eboard, an email link. So basically my link is going to be to an email address. So I can actually highlight, and I'm going to skip the period, but highlight the email address and hit link. And it already knows it's a mail to link. So let me hit the gear. And whenever you want to do a link to an email address, you type the word all lowercase mail to and a colon, and then it follows by the actual email address. Now it did this automatically because it recognized the email address. So what's going to happen with this, I'm going to say open link in a new tab and hit add link. It adds it, and now this will become a link, and it'll open an email address. And it'll open your Outlook, whatever your email client is. Now, I didn't have to keep the text here, eboard@penridge.music. I could have said, and please email our board, but had this link to that email address. In this case, for email addresses, it's actually good to list the actual email address there because then people will actually learn what the email address is. So I could preview the changes. I'm not going to bother because I know this is good. I'm going to hit update. Our little spinny thing goes around. When it's done, we can actually go to, this is a live view of the real site, not logged in as an admin. I'm just going to refresh it. And you can see we have our Eboard link here. So it was the extra bit of text, and if I click it, it opens my Outlook and starts an email. So that is adding hyperlinks, 3 types, to a website, to a email address, or to an actual file. Now the only thing I'm asking is if you do create any links to other websites on the links page, try to follow the format that I gave. A bulleted item, a dash click here in lowercase, and then make the click here the link. The reason I do that is if you're consistent throughout your web page becomes very easy to use. This way people aren't figuring out, am I clicking on this? Am I clicking on what's in parentheses? No, obviously click here. So that's your hyperlink lesson. Hope it makes sense. Thanks for watching.